Yeah, what's good, people? It's Arsenal against Leicester preview, and I'm not really gonna go too long into this because you all know that I said it's gonna be 2-0 to Leicester. But really, why is that? What is going on, and what can we do to change it? Well, obviously, you have to look at Leicester's form at the moment, with wins all over. 2-1 against Burnley, the 9-0 drubbing of Southampton. I mean, these guys are just flying right now, and Vardy with his 10 goals is really adding a lot to that mix. And remember, I mean, when we went in for him, I think he was something like 28, 29. The man's well into his 30s now and well into his prime, and he's just doing a thing right now. And I think what disappoints me is not that Arsenal are lacking to create and lacking to score goals. The thing that's really disappointing me is Aubameyang is the only striker in the top 10 highest scorers in the league that doesn't even have an assist to his name. That's how limited we are. We don't have anybody that's really scoring behind him. Yeah, we don't really have a number two like he. I know everyone talks about we've got an amazing front three, but we don't really have anybody producing goals. I know Lacazette's been out for 7 weeks, so yeah, let's kind of hold our hands up about that. But the fact that Aubameyang's been scoring goals is great, but he's not created a thing. He has not one assist to his name. The only striker in the top 10 top scorers that has not created a single goal. And, you know, for us, that doesn't help because we all know how boss Thierry Henry was and how boss Alexis Sanchez was. Not only did they score goals, but they created. Yeah, they had double-digit assists every year. And what we have now is a totally different type of striker. You know, Ian Wright type of fox in the box with Aubameyang. And he's not really excelled in that wide left position. I talk about that all the time. He's not really excelled there. And I've always been championing him to kind of take on defenders and use his speed to go past and try and put defenses on their back foot, try and get behind defenses. And he hasn't really done that. And thus he hasn't created much for his supporting cast. And that's really hurting us as well. So not only are we getting no service from our midfield, but our striker's not setting the ball up and creating and holding up play for himself. I know the last goal he scored against Wolves was set up by Lacazette, but let's just hope, you know, Lacazette had double-digit assists last year, and remember, he wasn't 100% fit against Wolves. Let's hope that he's a bit on point against Leicester, and he'll be able to provide a solid anchorman dual strike force up there with whatever we do. And I say whatever we do because I believe that Emery has seen that it hasn't worked with what he's doing, and he's got to change something. And we saw that against Vitoria. He went with a back three. So I'm expecting him to go with a back three again against Leicester. And I don't know how we're going to fare with that, but then at least it's going to utilise the wing backs in terms of Kieran Tierney, and it's going to utilise Bellerin. So Bellerin might be back for this game. We really don't know. But here's the deal. Arsenal have faced 178 shots, yeah, in their first 11 games. And Leicester are the most clinical team in the Premiership this season, statistically. So what you have is a recipe for disaster with a team that cannot stop scoring goals. So for me, short and sweet, I'm going to leave it at Leicester 2, Arsenal 0, and let's just see where this new formation takes us. As I said in my previous video, don't be shocked if this team turns up and then puts in an amazing performance, because, you know, there is that aspect. You know, we're talking about intangibles now. There is that aspect that Lacazette is fitter and he'll play better. There is that aspect of Pepe might actually start, which he didn't last week, and we just looked lost. And this is a work in progress for them to show and prove. I don't know, if you go with a back three, what are you going to do? Are you going to go Holding, Socrates and Luis, or are you going to put Chambers in there as well? For me personally, I'd go Chambers, Holding and Luis. I just wouldn't play Socrates at the moment. But anyway, let's leave it right there, guys. Leicester 2, Arsenal 0 is what I'm going to go for. And let's see what kind of changes Unai Emery comes up with now. what he's going to do with the defense, how he's going to structure the midfield. And now that Ceballos is out with a hamstring injury, I would go with Torreira and Guendouzi as the two holding midfielders, and I'll play Ozil in front of them, and I'll have him sitting behind Pepe, Aubameyang and Lacazette, and that's how I would structure. Whatever they do on the wing-back side is really up to them, but that's how I would approach the game. I just wouldn't take my foot off the gas. I think I'd have to go in there with the intent to kill. You know, try and blow the game off early, try and get some chances created, get Ozil into the game, and that's what I would really do. All right, guys, that's it from me, man. Cheers, appreciate the love, and speak to you later. Peace out.